We are pleased to welcome you to tonight's game. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of the high school interscholastic athletic program. Our athletes recognize that judgment calls are made in good faith and that they must abide by the decisions of the officials. Spectators can support their high school interscholastic program by refraining from derogatory or intemperate remarks or cheers. We hope that you'll enjoy the game and support your athletes in a positive, sportsmanlike manner.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back inside the Don W. Locker Gymnasium as the 2026 Region 2-3A basketball tournament continues. Tonight, the Clinton Dragons take on the Austin East Roadrunners. The winner will move on to the Region Championship game Thursday night on this floor against the Fulton Falcons, who held off a determined Scott Highlanders team in Game 1 here tonight by the final score of 55-50. Fulton led pretty much throughout the game, but Scott never let them get comfortable, just as we've seen Scott do all season long. The Dragons come in with a record of 28-7, and they are riding a 17-game winning streak. They have not lost in the year 2026. That's right. They have not lost since the calendar changed to 2026. Dragons have won their last 3 here in the postseason. They beat Gibbs in the district semifinals 62-40, took care of Scott 50-45 in the district championship game, and then on Saturday night right here on this floor, rallied and then held off Scott down the Carter down the stretch to win 63-56. Austin East is 20-12 on the season. Let's turn it over to the PA announcer for tonight's lineups.
First of all, the starting lineups for Austin East. At a forward, number 24, DeAndre Hunley. At another forward, number 20, Jaden Turner. At guard, number 23, Spencer Moore. Also at guard, number 3, Larion Winton. And at point guard, number 1, Justin Pruitt. The Roadrunners are coached by Denard Bertram. And now the starting lineup for the Clinton Dragons. At a post, number 4, Jackson Alcorn. At another post, number 1, Kristen Lundy. At a wing, number 0, Braylon Hayden. At another wing, number 3, Bryson Maddox. And at point guard, number 2, Cam Nelson.
And so your starting lineups, very familiar for the Dragons. Braylon Hayden, Tristan Lundy, Cam Nelson, Bryson Maddox, Jackson Alcorn. For the red-clad Austin East Roadrunners, it'll be Larion Winton. It'll be Jaden Turner, Spencer Moore, DeAndre Hundley. And apparently I missed one when they were doing the introductions. That'd be number 1, Justin Pruitt. So put 8 minutes on the clock and we're underway. And the opening tap controlled by the Dragons. And it will belong to Bryson Maddox. You are watching Dragon Vision tonight, brought to you by Chad Niner of Niner Seal Coating. Certainly want to thank them. In the first shot, no good for the Dragons. Coming back up the other way, this is Spencer Moore with it for the Roadrunners. Moore drives to the cup, gets it up over the hand of Hayden, couldn't get it, grabs his own miss and puts it up and in. Spencer Moore, DeAndre Hundley with the offensive rebound and the putback. Here's Alcorn. Alcorn for Maddox. Dragons 28-7 on the season. Austin East 20-12. District 3 runners up. They defeated Anderson County the other night 69-61. Bryson Maddox tries to get the scoring started for Clinton, can't hit the 3. Moore with the rebound, lost it out of bounds. Should be, wow, that's a bad call. Looked to me like it was off a Roadrunner. But what do I know? So 6:58 left to go. My name is Jim Harris, joined by Jack Wilson and Matt Hagan behind the scenes. Coming up at halftime, looking forward to being joined by Coach Alicia Doherty of the Lady Dragons, whose season ended last night. But right now, business to take care of here at Clinton. With the ball out front, it's Larion Winton. Winton gives it up for Pruitt. Pruitt into the lane, gets it into the corner. Inside, here's Hundley, got it to go. And so far, Hundley proving to be a problem. He leads Clinton 4-0. 6:25 left to play here. Game's opening quarter just underway. Dragons have yet to score. Hayden with the ball out front, gives it over for Lundy over here on the near side. Lundy calls for some motion. Here's Alcorn out at the right wing. Alcorn for Nelson. Here's Lundy. What a spin move in the paint. Great footwork for Lundy. Up and in. He's got his first deuce of the night, and it's 4-2. Here's Pruitt. Tried to get it off for Hundley. Now back outside for Winton. Into the corner. Here's a drive on the way. No good. Jaden Turner couldn't get it to go. Rebound grab by Bryson Maddox. Knocked out of his hand, and it'll stay Clinton basketball. 5:43 left to go, just underway. Winner gets Fulton Thursday night, and we'll also get a trip to sectionals on Monday. So here's Alcorn into the front court. Alcorn through the lane, now to Nelson. Nelson baseline drive, tried to get it down low to Hayden. That pass picked off and stolen by Justin Pruitt. Into the open floor, here's Winton for 3. That one won't go. Rebound on the floor, controlled by Austin East. There's Hundley again, and it's 6-2. DeAndre Hundley leads Clinton by 4. So here's Nelson. Nelson for Lundy. Dragons so far without an answer for Hundley inside. He's a big fella. Here's Maddox on the left wing. Maddox pulls up, his 3 well short. Rebound going to be collected by Winton. Here's Winton. Spins in the lane, puts it up through contact, foul on Lundy. So first foul against either team in this game, and it'll be the first personal on Tristan Lundy. 6-2 the score, 4:45 left to play here in the game's opening quarter. At the line for 2 is Larion Winton. First one, no good. It remains 6-2. Tremendous crowd on hand here tonight for this elimination game. Winton's second free throw is good. So Larion Winton becomes the first non-DeAndre Hundley person to score for Austin East. 7-2, 4:39 left to play, opening quarter. Nelson almost lost it, able to get it. Active hands by these Austin East defenders. They get into the passing lane, and that one is going to be thrown away, trying to get it down court to Justin Pruitt. A little bit out of his reach, and so it will belong to the Dragons. Clinton trailing 7-2. Cam Anderson is checked into the game for Clinton. Here's Maddox into the front court, splitting a couple of defenders, almost lost the handle. Now gives it back up to Alcorn. Dragons need to be very deliberate with their passing here, because this Austin East team likes to jump those passing lanes. That is evident early. Halfway through the first quarter, Dragons down by 5. Here's Maddox with the ball up top on the left. Guarded out there by Turner. Maddox down low for Alcorn. Alcorn even down lower for Cam Anderson, and Anderson gets it to go in. So Alcorn with the find, Anderson with the basket. It's 7-4 with 3:40 left to play, opening quarter. Winton into the post now for Hundley. Hundley going up against Hayden, and Hundley having his way inside. 8 first quarter points for Hundley. It's 9-4. Hayden with the nice acrobatic shot down the lane. Couldn't finish off the nice offering from Cam Anderson. Back the other way comes Winton for AE. Now it's Turner. Turner out front. Gives it up into the lane. Tracked down by Hundley. Here's a 3 on the way. That is no good for Pruitt. Rebound to Cam Anderson. Anderson up ahead for Nelson. Nelson, not sure where he was going with that ball. Bryson Maddox does come up with the loose change. Maddox into the corner. Alcorn for 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound Hayden. Back outside for Nelson. Now into the lane. There's Alcorn with a little 14-footer. Jackson Alcorn now with his first basket of the night. And it is 9-6. 2:30 left to play, first quarter. Good action so far here tonight at Clinton. 3 on the way from Austin East, no good. Turner with the rebound, pushed on the play, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Looks like they're going to get Cam Nelson on this one. It is going to be on Cam, his first, team's second. 2:22 left to play, 9-6 our score. Clinton trailing by 3. Austin East at the line in the person of Jaden Turner. First foul shot is up and good. So it's 10-6. And still the only Roadrunner to score a field goal in this game is DeAndre Hundley. All the rest of the points have come from the charity stripe. Ben Tackett is checked in for Clinton. Hayden going to get a breather. Second foul shot, good. So Turner goes 2 for 2 at the stripe, and it's 11-6. Substitution comes on. This is LaCorey Curry. Alcorn to Maddox. Maddox will carry it across the timeline with 2:14 to play. Here's Maddox driving down the lane into the corner for Lundy. Lundy drives, scoops, puts it up and in. Aggressive move there by Tristan Lundy, and it's a 3-point game again, 11-8. 2 minutes to play, first quarter. Here's Moore. Goes cross court now for Winton. Winton over there on the left side. Calling for a screen. Now it's into the corner. Here's a drive, put up, missed everything, and the rebound comes off to Clinton. Antonio Stewart shot a little bit wild. Tristan Lundy out of there with the loose basketball. Here's Maddox. Maddox looks to drive, and he's going to get fouled. So foul whistled. It's going to be on number 5, Antonio Stewart, his first, and the team's first. Alcorn to inbound, gets it into Tristan Lundy. Lundy drives, goes up, has it knocked out of his hand, regathers and puts it back up and in. It's a 1-point game, 11-10. Minute 12 left to play, first quarter. Winton gives it up for Moore. Moore back to Winton on the left side. Here's Moore, deep three on the way in, good. All right, note that Spencer Moore has what we like to call in the gym range. 14-10 the score. Austin East with the 4-point lead. Here's Maddox, 39 seconds left, first quarter. Maddox for Lundy. Lundy pulls up from the free throw line. That one's no good. Rebound tipped back up, won't go. Nice effort there by Cam Anderson, and we've got a foul on the floor. And that is going to be whistled against Spencer Moore. That's his first, team second. Here comes Eli Slavin into the game. Hit a couple of huge free throws the other night in the overtime win against Carter. 14-10 the score. Dragon ball out of bounds. Slavin on, Alcorn out. Bryson Maddox to key the play in. He's got Lundy, Anderson, and Tackett out there along with Slavin. Inbounds pass to Anderson, somehow makes it to him. Now it's to the cutting Tristan Lundy, and one. Tristan Lundy with 8 first quarter points. He says, DeAndre Hundley, I can do that too. So it's 14-12 with an opportunity to make this a 1-point game. Hayden, the brothers Hayden have checked in together, Braylon and Brendan. So here is Lundy at the line, trying to cap off the 3-point play, won't go. Rebound, Larion Winton. Here's Winton into the front court with 17 seconds left. Winton gets it to Curry, now back to Winton. 10 seconds left, first quarter. Winton gets a screen out front. Winton looking to drive, puts it up, blocked by Braylon Hayden, out of bounds. It'll be Clinton basketball. Eli Slavin and Isaiah Williams will check in with half a second left. Couple of dead-eye 3-point shooters right there. So it'll be Braylon Hayden, Eli Slavin, Brendan Hayden, Isaiah Williams, and Ben Tackett, your 5 on the floor with 0.5 seconds remaining. And here is Slavin. He will just throw that one up, and it is no good at the end of 1 quarter of play. The Austin East Roadrunners lead your Clinton Dragons by the score of 14-12. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back on the other side with more Dragon Vision tonight, broadcast live on YouTube, thanks to Chad Niner and Niner Seal Coating.
We play that in honor of Tennessee, a 78-59 winner tonight over South Carolina.
14-12 is our score. The Clinton Dragons trail the Austin East Roadrunners by 2 as we get ready to start the second quarter of play. Winner moves on to the region title game on Thursday night. The loser season is done. That game will be played at 7 o'clock Thursday night right here on this floor. We already know one participant, the Fulton Falcons, punched their ticket tonight with a hard-fought 55-50 win over Scott. Right now, the Clinton Dragons with a little bit of work to do, down by 2. Austin East with the ball to open up the second period. Here's Curry. Curry for Deshaun Fenderson, who's just checked into the game. He whips a pass over to Curry. Curry tries to get it down low. That pass deflected by Lundy. Now back outside. And that is going to be a turnover Lundy very lucky, no foul called there. A lot of contact on that play as the Austin East Roadrunner hit the floor, but it will be Dragon basketball with a chance to tie or take the lead this trip. 25 seconds gone by here in quarter number 2. So here's Hayden into the front court for the Dragons. Lost the handle, but it's controlled by Nelson. And it looks like Nelson stepped out of bounds. So he's on the sideline, tried to pull off the tightrope act, wasn't quite tight enough. 7:23 left to go, 14-12 remains the score. Austin East with the basketball once again. Here's Fenderson down low for Hundley. Outside, 3 on the way, no good for Pruitt. Rebound grab by Maddox. Here come the Dragons, back the other way. Maddox gets it to Nelson, trailing the play. Now it's Alcorn over on the right wing. He brings it back out front, now swings it over to the right for Lundy. Lundy looking to drive, cut off nicely there. Does a good job spinning. Got his defender all twisted around, but could not finish the little close-in shot. And here comes Pruitt back the other way. His shot blocked inside by Alcorn. Up ahead, here's the outlet for Maddox, and Maddox draws the foul. I think that's going to be on Antonio Stewart. If so, it's his second. Yep. So second foul on Stewart, and at the line to shoot 2 will be Bryson Maddox. So Maddox at the free throw line, went 14 of 15 from the stripe the other night, and he does not start off the same kind of perfect here. Yeah, he hit his first 13 foul shots on Saturday. Misses his first one here. It remains a 2-point game. 6:32 left to play, first half. Maddox's second shot is up and good. Bryson Maddox with his first point of the game draws the Dragons back within 1. 14-13, 6:28 left to play. Pruitt into the lane, blocked by Hayden. Hayden takes the loose ball. Hayden into the front court. Over on the right wing for Alcorn. Alcorn back up top for Hayden. 6:08 left to play. Here's Braylon Hayden for Ben Tackett. Down low, Lundy finds Alcorn, and Alcorn gives the Dragons the lead. 15-14, and the Dragons lead it by 1 with 5:50 to play in the first half. Spencer Moore on the drive, cut off nicely by Lundy. Back in the hands of Pruitt, into the corner. Here's a 3, no good. Rebound will be tracked down by Larion Winton, and then it's stolen away. Here comes Maddox. Maddox, oh, what a nice job to avoid the defenders, and Bryson Maddox makes it a 3-point game, 17-14, and a timeout on the floor. We will take part of it with him, I do believe. 17-14 is our score, 5:24 to go, second quarter. So I think that was an official timeout. So we'll go ahead and keep it right here. Looks like there's a massive perspiration in front of the Dragon bench. 17-14 is our score. 5:24 left to play in the first half. Dragons leading by 3. So here's Moore with the ball. Here's Winton. Winton, fall away, goes. Nice touch there from Larion Winton. He's got 3 points, and it's 17-16. Dragons lead by 1. Hayden with the ball. Alcorn, Lundy, Tackett, and Maddox on the floor with him. Braylon over to Tackett. Down low for Alcorn, blocked and a foul. They're going to get Winton on that one. Alcorn with a clear size advantage, and the smaller Winton had really no chance at blocking that shot, commits the foul, and it will send Alcorn to the free throw line. Alcorn with 4 points in this game already to match his uniform number. First one, good. 5 points for Alcorn, and the lead back to 2. 18-16. Second shot on the way in, good for Alcorn. He's got 6, the lead back to 3. Alcorn off, Anderson on for the Dragons. 4:38 left to play here in this first half, 19-16. Clinton with a 3-point advantage. Here's Moore. Trap comes in the backcourt. He's able to get it to Pruitt. Pruitt down low for Hundley. Back outside for Moore. 3 on the way. Short. Rebound grabbed by Pruitt. Stepping inside the line, Jaden Turner knocks it down. Jaden Turner with the field goal, and it's 19-18. 4:13 left to play here in this first half. Dragons lead by 1. Lundy for Tackett on the left wing. Trying to get it down low to Maddox, but really good defense inside to not even give him an opportunity to see Bryson down there. So Lundy back to Hayden. 3:45 left to play now, first half. Hayden for Tackett, dangerous pass. Tackett, nice hesitation move on the perimeter, and it looks like we've got a foul on the floor. They're going to get Winton on that one. That's his second. 3:35 left to play. That is the third team foul. Winton will sit down. Fenderson checks back in for the Roadrunners. Hayden inbounds it to Lundy. Lundy left without the ball. Anderson tracks it down, though, in the corner. Alcorn for Lundy, and now Tristan resets. Here's Lundy. Lundy down low for Anderson. Anderson off the window and in. 4 points for Cam Anderson, back to a 3-point advantage for Clinton, matching its largest lead of the night. 21-18, 3:13 left to play. Here's Moore. Moore over on the left side. 3 ball on the way, hits the side of the backboard, out of bounds, last touch by Lundy. 21-18, 2:59 left to play here, quarter number 2. Here's Turner on the drive, off the window and in. Jaden Turner now with 6 points, and it's 21-20. Inbounds pass to Anderson, now back to Hayden, who crosses the timeline with 2:47 to play. Lundy inside for Maddox, back outside. Here's Hayden on the drive, off the window, won't go, gets his own rebound and follows it. Braylon Hayden with a tough play inside, and it's 23-20. 2:29 left to play. With the ball, front court, Justin Pruitt. Into the corner, now down low for Hundley. Hundley outside, Pruitt. Now it's Moore along the baseline. Finds Pruitt driving down the lane. Shot won't fall. Rebound going to be grabbed inside by Hundley and one. Hundley with 10 first half points. Foul whistled on Clinton. And it is going to be on Cam Anderson, his first, team's first here in the second quarter. Hundley at the line. He's got 10, as I mentioned. 23-22. And that foul shot too strong. Rebound collected by Alcorn. It remains a 1-point lead for Clinton. Here's Lundy, little hesitation, drives, kicks it outside. Alcorn lines up the 3, buries it. Jackson Alcorn with 9 points, and the Dragons lead it by 4. looking to answer on the other end. Missed everything. Anderson there for the rebound. Minute 45 left to play. Here's Maddox. Maddox gives it up for Hayden, excuse me. And that one thrown out of bounds. So Hayden thought somebody was going to be cutting along the baseline. They were not. And with 99 seconds left, it'll be Austin East basketball out of bounds. Spencer Moore to handle the inbound Shores. .99 seconds left, first half. Into the front court comes Justin Pruitt. Over on the left wing for Moore, now back to Pruitt. Pruitt looks to drive, lost the ball. Loose ball picked up by Alcorn, outlet pass for Lundy, stolen away, and it is going to stay with Austin East. Pruitt somehow comes out of there with it. Jaden Turner, his shot altered by Braylon Hayden, and the rebound to Tristan Lundy. 64 seconds left, first half. Here's Anderson in the corner. Alcorn, three, in and out, no good. Hayden with the rebound, though, and he backs it out with 53 to go. Nice pass inside. Cam Anderson with 6 points. Braylon Hayden with the dime. And Cam Anderson with the deposit. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. 48.1 seconds left in the first half. Dragons leading now by 6, 28-22. Want to once again thank Chad Niner of Niner Seal Coating for sponsoring tonight's live broadcast of Dragon Vision on YouTube as we bring you live coverage of the Region 2-3A boys semifinals. Dragons trailed for a good chunk of this first half, but they have turned it up a notch here late in the second quarter. They now lead it by 6. 48 seconds left to play. (28-22) the score. So, coming back here is Justin Pruitt. Pruitt into the front court, working on the left side. Outside, Moore thought about the three, now steps into a three, can't get it to go. Rebound collected by Austin East. And that time, the rebound almost grabbed by Maddox, and Maddox comes up with the steal. Here's Maddox, dropping it off for Anderson. Anderson has to regather, and he collects it on the other side of the basket to make it an 8-point game. 30-22 with 10 seconds to play in the first half. Justin Pruitt. Pruitt throws it away. Alcorn for Hayden, and that is how the first half will come to an end. Our score, the Clinton Dragons 30, the Austin East Roadrunners 22. We'll be back momentarily with halftime on Dragon Vision tonight, live on YouTube, thanks to Chad Niner and Niner Seal Coating. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back inside the Don W. Locker Gymnasium. The Clinton boys lead 30-22. Right now, though, we are joined by Lady Dragon head coach Alicia Doherty. We didn't get to catch up after last night's game. I don't want to harp too much on last night because this was such an amazing season. But just real quick, we do have to touch on it a little bit at least. But talk a little bit about the challenges that Northview presented last night and where you think your team maybe came up just a little bit short.
Yeah, you know, Jim, us and Cobb County and Northview were all ranked in the top 8 in the state. Somebody's got to lose at some point, but I thought that in the first half we gave up too many offensive rebounds, and we knew they were big, and that was the one thing that I challenged them with before the game is we can't come out and do what we did against AU.
Yeah.
We got to be physical on the inside, and I think once you saw us kind of settle a little bit, we were able to meet their physicality. Our help side defense and our man wasn't as good because we were following those bigs up the line and trying to stay close with them, which let some of their guards get loose around the rim, and I thought we did a better job in the second half of gapping their guards once they put it on the deck. You know, I thought the girls fought hard. There was no quitting them. There's not been quitting them all year long. And like I told you the other night, you know, down in Florida, when we got down against one of the top teams in the state, down 15 in the fourth, and they fought back, I knew at that moment that this team is going to be one of those that even if we get in those gritty situations that we can find our way back. And, you know, last night we found ourselves down 6 in the fourth, I believe it was. And then, you know, they had that look in their eye and they were able to grab some rebounds that we hadn't done previously. We got the ball down here. We started attacking the rim more. We just didn't have the shots that fell. We needed one, Jim. If we could have got that just one shot to fall, we could have held on to it the rest of the time. I do feel like our guard play was better than their guard play, but it didn't happen. And it is what it is, and it's heartbreaking for this group, not just the seniors, but for all of them, because day in and day out, they've came in and they've, you know, on days that they didn't want to be here, on days that, you know, they felt good, they felt bad, whatever, they were hurting, they were tired, and they put in the work and they did it for each other. And I can truly say that this team was a team. You know, in the past I've had some individuals and some groups and some things, like this group had each other's back.
They seemed like they were one unit, and that is definitely something we haven't seen. And
you can see that when you go back and watch game film and one of their teammates scores, the other one's up, you know, hopping each other up and, you know, hitting them in the chest, and it's just fun. And so selfishly for me, man, I wanted that win to buy me at least 8 more quarters with this group, you know, and we talked about it the other day. So I'm being selfish, but man, I don't want it to end. But I'm so proud of them. I know that loss is dampering, and it is just not what we wanted, but at the same time, man, I'm so proud of what this group has done this year. Yeah. And not against an easy schedule. No. You know, there's teams that can put cupcakes and whatever you want to put on there, but this team fought every game, and I'm just so proud of them. I'm so proud of each and every one of them. Again, my heart just hurts for them.
But I just want to say, and prepare to be flattered, what a great job you've done with these girls and with this program. I think I mentioned this to you at the district tournament last week, but you guys have come so far, and clearly it seems like you guys are building towards something that is very sustainable. I mean, maybe not 30-3 every year, but certainly that kind of competitive fire, that kind of connectedness as a team. And, you know, obviously you're losing a great group of seniors, and I thank Josie for 4 years of the most fun I've had doing basketball. But just talk a little bit about this group, and obviously the group you've got coming in next year to kind of pick up that banner and keep carrying on.
You know, it'll be hard to replace those seniors. You've got Caitlin Taylor, who's a phenomenal athlete. You saw Topanga, what she can do, what Jay can do. You've got Abby down there. I'm missing one, Emily. You didn't get to see her at the varsity level this year, but Emily is so good on the inside. Like, she is, it's to the point to where if I wouldn't have been senior loaded, that kid would have probably started as a freshman or sophomore. Yeah. She's good. She just, you know, had so much experience in front of her. But then you've got this phenomenal 8th grade group coming up. And then there's a phenomenal 7th grade group. and a great 6th grade group, and a 5th grade group, and a 4th grade group. And I can say that we've had our hands in all of those programs. You know, we've not the middle school age so much, but 6th grade and down, myself, Josh Tipton, Natalie Bunch, we've had our hands in these programs, you know, working with these kids and just building for this community and for this future of Clinton, you know. And another thing is, you know, my kids are going to be a part of this community, you know. Yep. I want this place to be the best place it can absolutely be. And, you know, that's one of the things I told my girls last night, and I just, you know, I said, thank you. Thank you for being someone that little eyeballs can look up to. I mean, these are good girls. Like I say girls, these are women are phenomenal people. They're good athletes. They're good in the classroom. They're good in the public. They come to Little League rec league games just to support these kids, and it's something that not every community has. And it's something that I want to keep building for this community and keep building for this community, because, again, I want what's best for my kids when they get here and their grandbabies one day, you know, and I love this place. I feel like if you were to cut my skin right now, I'd probably be bleeding orange and black, but I love everything about this town, this community, this place, and I'm just forever grateful for this experience that I had with this group. I think I counted it up today. I think they had this senior class from freshman to senior year, I think it was 87 wins. I'll have to go back and look at it. I had the number, and then I was doing other things, but it's in the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, that's phenomenal.
That is amazing.
And, you know, again, came up short this year, not where we wanted to end. But, again, that one loss does not define who they are.
Absolutely.
And what they've done. And just to see this community rally behind them, I think it's the first time that I've ever seen maybe the girls' game be a little bit more packed than the boys' game.
Yeah.
And this community has just picked them up and rallied behind them. And, you know, again, forever grateful that these ladies got this experience and were able to bring this town together like this. You know, I know in the past couple of years, Clinton got a black eye here and there, you know, from whatever circumstance, but I do feel like it's turning. The programs are turning, the kids are turning, the character of the athletes are turning. You know, got a level, a Reward 5 school here at Clinton High School, one of the top schools in the entire state for test scores and all the things. There's no better place to be than Clinton High School, Jim.
Absolutely. Could not agree more. Alicia, I also want to thank you. You thank the whole community. On behalf of the community, thank you. This was a magical season. It sucked to see it end last night, but what a ride it was, and thank you for letting us take everybody along on that ride.
Awesome. Now let's go get these boys to the sub-state.
Sounds like a plan. Coach Doherty, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim.
That's Alicia Doherty, head coach of your Clinton Lady Dragons. They lost last night by the final score of, what the heck was that score? 50 to 45? No, it was in overtime. It was close. I don't have it in front of me right now. But Jack Wilson, you were doing some numbers for me there in the first half. What'd you come up with there?
So it's very even in all categories, in my opinion. Rebounds, defense in general. But
Braylon Hayden.
Braylon Hayden's got 3 blocks. He's having a tremendous game, and he even has a steal on with him. But Tristan Lundy also has 4 assists. And Bryson Maggs has 3.
Yeah, Maddox only has 3 points, but it is nice to see him out there dishing the rock, because he knows he's going to be the focus of every defense he comes across. So good on him to be sharing the basketball.
And Cam Anderson also has 3 rebounds, and he's playing great. He had a nice run at the end of the half there, Jim.
He absolutely did. Cam Anderson with 8 points for Clinton in that first half. Dragons led by Jackson Alcorn. And right now, we're going to go ahead and get back to live action. 30-22 our score. Our thanks to Alicia Doherty for coming up, taking a few minutes with us. My thanks, as always, to Jack Wilson as well. He's over here doing stat stuff. And we're up by 10 because Tristan Lundy has just hit double figures. He's got 10 points, and it's 32-22, largest lead of the game for either team. Here's Hundley in the paint. Shot no good. Pushed it off to the left, and that is going to be out of bounds off of Hayden. So it'll stay with Austin East. Obviously, Roadrunners in their red with the Columbia blue trim, or numbers, and white trim. Dragons in their home white. This Dragon Vision telecast brought to you by Chad Niner of Niner Seal Coating. That rebound knocked out of bounds. Cam Nelson does a good job to not kill that cheerleader over there in the first row of the bleachers. Oh, wow, she is. I think that girl is taking a nap. So anyway, with 7:22 left to go, here is Pruitt down the line. Pruitt gets it up, won't go. Rebound tapped around, controlled by Hundley, and this time there will be a foul. It's going to be on Lundy. That is his second, team's first. So at the line will be Hundley. He had 10 points in the first half. Jaden Turner had 6, Spencer Moore 3, and Larion Winton had 3 as well. Taking a look at the scoring for the Dragons, already mentioned Lundy now with 10. Jackson Alcorn had 9 points at halftime. Cam Anderson had 8. Bryson Maddox with 3, and Braylon Hayden with 2. I got to say, if you have a 10-point lead and Bryson Maddox only has 3 points, the rest of the team is playing some good basketball. Hundley knocks down the free throw. He's got 11, and it's 32-23. Winner will face Fulton on Thursday night and will play either at home or on the road Monday in the sectional round for the right to play in the state tournament. Second shot by Hundley up and good. Inbounds pass knocked out of bounds. Good defense there by Jaden Turner trying to catch the Dragons by surprise. Alcorn will inbound. Alcorn gets it into Maddox. Now it's back to Alcorn. Alcorn working against Turner. Picks up his dribble at midcourt, lost his dribble, and now here's Turner. Back the other way. He lost the dribble. That should have been a travel. Here is Moore. 3 from the corner is good. Spencer Moore with 6 points now. Both of his baskets are 3-pointers. Here's Nelson, 32-27. Dragons lead by 5. Alcorn in the corner for 3. Buries it. 12 points for Alcorn, and a timeout taken by Coach Chris Lockard and the Dragons. We'll take it with them. You're watching Dragon Vision tonight live on YouTube. Thanks to Chad Niner and Niner Seal Coating. Welcome back, everybody. This is Dragon Vision. What's up, Hollywood? 35-27, 6:38 left to play here in the third quarter. Dragons lead it by 8. It'll be Austin East basketball. After the 3 ball just a moment ago from Jackson Alcorn, pushed the lead back to 8. So it's Alcorn, Hayden, Lundy, Maddox, and Nelson. Your starting 5 on the floor for the Dragons. Here's Pruitt with the ball for Turner. Turner back to Pruitt on the left wing. Inside for Hundley, stripped by Maddox. Ball controlled by Hayden, flipped up ahead. Here comes Alcorn, two-handed flush. 14 points, and we have a timeout on the floor. More moisture on the floor. It is an incredibly humid night here inside the Don W. Lockard Gymnasium. I don't know what the humidity level's like outside, but in here, it's like a sauna. It is warm. 37-27 is our score. The squeegee not enough. They're out there with sneakers. They're doing everything they possibly can to dry this floor off. But it is a moist evening. If you guys have ever spent any time inside the Donnie Dome, you know it's because the thermostat's kicked up a little bit, right? 37-27, 6:15 left to play here in quarter number 3. Dragons lead it by 10, matching their largest lead of the night. Yeah, Coach Chris Lockard asking for the crowd to get involved here. Little defense. And there's Maddox. Maddox with the steal. Maddox in the open floor has it stripped away by Pruitt, and they are going to get Pruitt on the foul. So Pruitt's first. 3 steals now for Bryson Maddox. And that time it's going to result in him at the free throw line. He's 1 for 2 there tonight. So 6:01 left to play. Just about 2 minutes gone by here in the second half. First one is up for Maddox, and it is good. So 4 points for Bryson, and it's to an 11-point lead. Turner, Moore, Pruitt, Hunley, and Winton on the floor for Austin East. Maddox second shot, good. So Bryson Maddox now 3 out of 4 at the stripe, and it's a 12-point lead. New largest lead of the game for Clinton. The top seed in District 4 taking on the runners-up in District 3. Here's Hunley. Hunley outside for Winton. Tries to get it down low to Hunley, and he throws it away. Thought Hunley was going to be a little bit deeper under the basket than he was. And it's a turnover headed back Clinton's way. 5:47 left to play now, third quarter. Alcorn gets it into Maddox. Maddox off to Hayden. And now it will be Bryson to bring it into the front court. Hayden in the corner for Alcorn. Alcorn, his pass, back on the wing for Hayden. Hayden directing traffic out there. Skip pass for Nelson on the wing. Nelson at the free throw line, gives it up. Lundy. Lundy looks to drive, picks up his dribble. He's stuck in the lane, needs to get it outside, and does for Bryson Maddox. Good play there by Lundy. That pass almost knocked away, but Lundy tracks it down, splits a couple of defenders, goes up strong, and he's going to be fouled. Lundy will go to the line to shoot a pair. That foul will be on Winton. That is his third. Team's first. Excuse me, team's second. 5:05 left to go here in the third quarter. Tristan Lundy at the line. Lundy with 10 points in this game. First one, good. It's a 13-point lead now for the Dragons. Anderson checks in, Maddox checks out for Clinton. 5:05 left to play. Third period, here's Lundy, second shot, good. 12 points for Lundy, lead to 14. 41-27, 5:05 left to play. Pruitt into the front court for Austin East. Hands it off for Jaden Turner. Turner for Winton up top. Winton gets a couple of screens, now drives down the right side of the lane. Another block for Braylon Hayden. That is 4 on the night for Braylon. His pass, though, trying to get it in the corner to Lundy. It's picked off. Winton does a nice job to get that pass in the open floor, and then he draws the foul, and he will go to the line to shoot a pair. That foul will be whistled. They got that on Cam Nelson. His second, team second. 4:38 left to play. Ben Tackett going to check in for Clinton. Second shot, or first shot rather, is up and good. So Larion Winton now with 4 points. Tackett in for Alcorn. Lead down to 13, 41-28. Second shot is up and good. So Larion Winton makes it a 12-point game once again. Here's Nelson across the way for Lundy. Out there with Anderson, Hayden, and Tackett. Lundy for Tackett over here on this right side. Now it's Cam Anderson. Anderson for Hayden. Now it's Cam Nelson. Thought about the three, gives it up. Here's Anderson, baseline drive, left side, outside now for Nelson. Tackett with the ball. Oh, what a find for Cam Anderson. Ben Tackett with the dime. Cam Anderson with the deposit. 10 points for Anderson. Looking to answer on the other end. It's Spencer Moore with a quick three. He's got 9 points in the game, and it's 43-32, temporarily quieting the Dragon crowd. What a great play that was between Tackett and Anderson, though. 3:40 left to play. Here's Hayden with the basketball. Hayden, guarded by Pruitt, gives it up for Anderson. Anderson looking to drive down the left side, has it knocked away, and it's stolen. Here comes Pruitt back the other way. Jaden Turner. Turner, not sure what he was doing there, and it's going to be stolen by Cam Nelson, who behind the back pass for Lundy, who goes between his legs, and then there's a foul on the play. So it looks like they're going to say it's on the floor, not a shooting foul. They're talking it over. Nope, they are going to change that to a shooting foul. So that foul on Justin Pruitt, his second, team's third. 3:16 left to play, and Tristan Lundy back at the free throw line. He's got 12 points in this game. Maddox and Alcorn set to check back in for Clinton. Hayden and someone else, I believe. Anderson will be checking out. No, Alcorn's going to check out for the shooter. So if Lundy hits this, Jackson Alcorn will come in the game. If not, Jackson will wait until the next dead ball. 3:16 left to play here in the third. Second shot, good. So Lundy makes it 45-32. 14 points in the game for Tristan. 13-point lead for the Dragons. Here's Moore into the front court. Moore is a bomber. He can fire it from deep. Down the lane, they get it back to Winton. Winton on the drive, lost his footing, bailed out with the foul right there. 2 shots coming up. That's going to be on Ben Tackett. That is his first, team's third. (45-32), 2:59 left to play here, quarter number 3. At the line to shoot 2, Larion Winton. Antonio Stewart set to check in for Austin East. First foul shot is up and good for Winton. He's got 6 in the game now, and it's 45-33. Hunley checks out for the aforementioned Antonio Stewart. Austin East coached by Denard Bertram. Second foul shot up and good. Roadrunners 20-12 on the season. Dragons 28-7. Here is Alcorn. Alcorn works to his right in the corner. That side, Logan Hill 3. No, excuse me, that was Bryson Maddox. Looked like Logan Hill for a second, but Bryson Maddox misses the 3. Here's Moore. Moore for Winton. Winton into the lane. Hesitation. Now kicks it outside. Stewart 3. No good. Rebound grabbed on the weak side by Moore. Moore drops it off. Now it's Moore in the corner. Working against Tackett. Baseline drive. Puts it up. Tackett with the block. Nelson comes up with the rebound, and the Dragons head back the other way. 2:10 to play, third quarter. Dragons lead it by 11, 45-34. Here's Nelson with the ball. Nelson for Tackett. Tackett on the left wing for Maddox. Down low, trying to get it to Alcorn. Ball poked away, and it's going to be stolen by Winton. Here comes Winton down the lane. Winton circus shot, and they're going to get the Dragons on a blocking foul. Looks like that's going to be the second on Tackett in quick succession. It is. It's going to be on Tackett, his second, team's fourth. Minute 51 left to play here, quarter number 3. Again, the winner gets Fulton. Fulton held off Scott 55-50 in a really good game in semifinal number 1 here tonight. First shot by Winton is up and good. 8 points in the game now for Winton. Tackett and Nelson check out. Lundy and Hayden back on the floor for the Dragons. 45-35. Here's the shot by Winton. It is up. It is good. 9 points. Here is Lundy. Lundy into the front court. Lundy holds up with 1:44 left to play. Lundy fires it down low for Alcorn. Alcorn hounded in the post. Alcorn underneath the basket, gets it to go. Jackson Alcorn having himself a night. 47-36. And there's Lundy with the steal. Up ahead for Hayden. Hayden behind the back, lays it up and in. 4 points for Braylon Hayden, and the Dragons lead it by 13. Winton into the front court. And a timeout called by Austin East. They want to talk it over. We're going to take a quick break with them. Our score, 49-36. The Dragons lead the Roadrunners. You're watching Dragon Vision's coverage of the Region 2-3A tournament, presented by Chad Niner and Niner Seal Coating. Welcome back, everybody. Dragon Vision on the air. 67 seconds left to go here in the third quarter of play. The Clinton Dragons, after a nip and tuck back and forth battle throughout the first half, they have kind of seized control of this game here in the third quarter. They now lead it 49-36. Dragons on a mission to not have this be the last Dragon Vision basketball broadcast of the year. Obviously, that's not their goal. Their end game is to make it back to state. But with 1:05 left to play, it's Austin East with the ball, down by 13. Pruitt with it. Pruitt gets a couple of screens, drives down the lane, puts up the shot, it's no good. Rebound grab by Stewart, follow won't go. Rebound on the floor, going to be controlled inside by Austin East. They're going to get LaCorey Curry with the rebound. And then he's going to go to the line to shoot two, as he was fouled on the play by Braylon Hayden, his first, team's fifth. From here on out, the Roadrunners will be shooting. First shot, no good. LaCorey Curry and Isaiah Williams will check in for Clinton. Cam Anderson takes a seat. Anderson's having himself a great game, 10 points. Jackson Alcorn, though, having himself a night as well with 16. Second foul shot is up and good. And LaCorey Curry on the board for the first time tonight. 49-37. 12-point lead for the Dragons. They've got the ball. Alcorn to inbound. Gets it up ahead to Braylon Hayden. Hayden to Alcorn, cutting down the line, or down the lane rather. He feeds it to Williams in the corner. Now it's Alcorn, three, no good. Rebound, out of bounds. Last touch by Austin East? Yes. No. They're going to say last touch by Isaiah Williams. And once again, Josh Reed out there with the squeegee. The squeegee, we're happy to report, was repaired. I think it's detachable, so I think that was probably the issue. But regardless, 49-37, 30.6 seconds left here in the third quarter. So Pruitt to carry the ball into the front court for Austin East. Roadrunners, quick shout out to the folks from Knoxville making the trip. Good crowd on hand here tonight for Austin East. Here's Winton, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Lundy. He clearly lost his balance. That was not a foul on Lundy, but that's what it's going to go as in the scorebook. That'll be Lundy's third. Nelson going to check into the game. Presumably Lundy going to sit. So, stepping to the free throw line will be Larion Winton. He had 9 points in this game. 7 of them from the free throw line. He knocks down another. He's got 10. 49-38, 12 seconds left. Anderson out of the game, as is Lundy. Slavin and Nelson check in for the Dragons. So 12.1 seconds left. Here in the third quarter, Clinton by 11. Winton trying to slice into that lead just a little bit, and does. He now has 11 points in the game, and it's 49-39. Here's Alcorn, his pass deflected. Hundley comes up with the loose ball. Pruitt blocked by Slavin, and they're going to get him on the foul from behind. So 3 shots coming up for Justin Pruitt. (49-39). 8.2 seconds left. That play created by a turnover on the inbounds pass. First foul shot, good. Pruitt's first point of the game makes it 49-40. Back in single digits. Second shot, good. Eight-point game, 8.2 to play, third quarter. Coach Lockard not happy right now with that foul. That squeegee's getting a workout tonight. But again, the humidity level in here is like 200%. 49-41 the score. Third shot, no good. Maddox with the rebound. Maddox into the front court. 5 seconds left. Maddox with the scoop shot. No good! And at the end of 3 quarters of play, it is Clinton 49, Austin East 41. We'll be right back here on Dragon Vision tonight, presented live on YouTube by Chad Niner and Niner Seal Coating. Welcome back, everybody. You are watching Dragon Vision, presented tonight on YouTube, live by Chad Niner and Niner Seal Coating. Jim Harris here on the mic. Got Jack Wilson keeping some stats. We got Matt Hagan running all the other stuff. And we've got a good one on hand here. The Dragons have led by as many as 12 points in this game. They now lead by 8, 49-41. Austin East to open up with the basketball to start this fourth quarter. It's Justin Pruitt. Pruitt gets it to Moore. Moore, his pass inside for Hundley. Hundley, nice job defensively by Bryson Maddox. Now it's back up top to Pruitt. 8-point game, 7.5 minutes left to play. Pruitt picks up his dribble. He's in some trouble, drops it off for Hundley. Hundley working against Hayden, able to get that one up and in. 14 points for Hundley, and it's 49-43. Closest that Austin East has been since halftime. Here's Nelson into the front court. Nelson into the corner for Anderson. Anderson on the wing now for Jackson Alcorn. Alcorn in some trouble. Timeout taken by Coach Chris Locker to avoid the 5-second call. Nobody was coming to help him out, and no choice but to waste the timeout right there to preserve the possession. 6:56 left to go. Austin East on a 6-0 run. They trailed 49-37 just moments ago, but they've cut that lead in half, 49-43. Jackson Alcorn with 16 points. Tristan Lundy with 14. Cam Anderson with 10 for the Dragons. Larion Winton with 11 for the Roadrunners. DeAndre Hundley with 14. Spencer Moore with 9. All of his have come on three-pointers. 49-43. Dragon ball out of bounds. Bryson Maddox out there with Nelson, Hayden, Alcorn, and Anderson. Maddox into the backcourt for Nelson. Nelson crosses the timeline. Nelson back to Alcorn. Alcorn into the corner. Maddox three. Buries it! Big time bucket right there from Bryson Maddox. His first field goal of the second half extends the lead back to 9, 52-43. Braylon Hayden with block number 5, and then a foul going to be whistled on Hundley as he tried to defend Cam Nelson. And that is going to keep it with the Dragons. So that's Hundley's first, team's first here in this fourth quarter. 6:27 left to play. Ball inbounded to Nelson in the backcourt. Flips it up ahead for Alcorn. Alcorn. Probing, gets it back outside now for Nelson. Nelson looks to drive. Nelson throws up a prayer. It's not answered. Rebound on the other side, Winton. Here's Winton with a head full of steam. Throws it up off the bottom of the backboard. And it is going to be rebounded by Hayden with a foul committed underneath. That is going to be on Julius Young. 5 rebounds for Braylon Hayden. Julius Young's first personal foul, team's second. It'll stay with the Dragons. (52-43) the score. Lundy takes the inbounds pass into the front court. Lundy, spin move, lost the handle on the way up, out of bounds, off of Anderson. Lundy with an athletic move right there, but stripped on the way up. Substitution coming into the game. Jaden Turner out and Moore back in for the Roadrunners. 52-43, 5:53 left to go in the fourth quarter. Winner survives to play Fulton. Loser will be done for the season. Here's Moore for 3, nothing but net. Moore with 12 points in this game, and it's 52-46. Austin East refusing to go away. You don't make it to the semifinals of the region tournament by quitting, and so Austin East showing us why they are here. Here's Lundy outside for Maddox. Maddox will be whistled for the offensive foul. So 52-46. Maddox with the offensive foul turns the ball over. Now the Roadrunners, see, everybody wants to use the squeegee. DeAndre Hundley out there using the squeegee right now. .523 left to go, 52-46. All right, the court apparently dry enough. So here we go. Pruitt into the front court. 5:18 left to go. Dragon defense needs to rise to the challenge once again. In the lane, there's a jumper put up, too strong. Rebound, Lundy. And a reach-in foul from behind. It's either Winton or Hundley. Let's see. It's going to be on Hundley. That's his second, team's third. 5:07 left to play, fourth quarter. (52-46). Inbounds pass to Maddox. Maddox in the corner. Able to get it in the front court. A lot of contact up the floor, no call made. Here's Maddox for Lundy. Under 5 to play now. Lundy to the cup, throws it up and gets it to go! Are you kidding me right now? Tristan Lundy with 16 points, none more spectacular than that. They called a charge? Oh, that's insane. Wave off the basket and call it a charge. That's personal foul number 4 on Lundy. So wave off the basket. 52-46 remains the score. 4:52 left to play. 3 on the way, good. Justin Pruitt. It's a 3-point game with 4:40 to play. And then a delay of game warning against Austin East. Intensity definitely ratcheting up here. 52-49, 4:39 left to play. Moore out, Turner back in for the Roadrunners. Hayden gets it into Anderson, back to Hayden. Up ahead, here's Maddox. Maddox with it on that left wing. Dragons up by 3. 4.5 to play. Here's Maddox. Maddox for Hayden. Hayden turns the corner, tries to throw that pass inside to Ben Tackett. Not sure exactly why he chose to do it that way. There's a shot inside. It's going to be blocked by the Dragons. Now it's Anderson with it. Anderson for Maddox. Maddox on the drive, off the window and in. Big bucket right there from Maddox. 54-49. Lead back to 5, exactly halfway through the fourth quarter. 54-49 our score. Jaden Turner with the basketball. Turner inside for Hundley, working against Anderson, drops it off. Ball lost momentarily, then high off the window is Julius Young. He gets that one to go, and it's 54-51. Dragons inbound the ball. Up ahead, here's Braylon Hayden. Hayden waits for his teammates, finds the cutting Alcorn. Alcorn with a two-handed flush. Great pass right there from Hayden. Alcorn with the finish, 56-51. 3:23 left to go. 3 in the corner. That is no good. Winton couldn't get it to go. Rebound Hundley. His follow won't go. Blocked by Maddox. Loose ball grabbed by Ben Tackett. And we have an injury timeout. So injury timeout. And a substitution coming on now for Austin East. .3:11 left to play here in this fourth quarter. The Squeegees getting a workout tonight. (56-51). Hayden inbounds it to Anderson. 3:10 left to play in the fourth. Here's Anderson. And there's a reach-in foul. They're going to get Winton. That's his fourth. Team's fourth. 3:02 left to play here in the fourth quarter. So Maddox will inbound. Tackett, Hayden, Anderson, and Lundy on the floor with him. Foul trouble for both teams. Tristan Lundy's got 4 for the Dragons. Larion Winton has 4 for the Roadrunners. Nobody else with more than 2 for either team. So next foul by Lundy or Winton will end their night. Inbound pass, Maddox to Hayden, now back in the hands of Maddox. Under 3 to play now, fourth quarter. Maddox with the basketball, works to his left. He gets hammered, no foul called. He follows it up, and there's the foul. Bryson Maddox coming to life here in the fourth quarter. Stop me if you've heard that one before. 58-51. That foul on Jaden Turner. That'll be his first, team's fifth. Dragons will be shooting the rest of the way. Up by 7. Bryson Maddox trying to make it an 8-point lead. 12 points for Maddox in this one. Anderson out, Nelson in for Clinton. Shot on the way for Bryson Maddox. It's up, it's good. Bryson with 13, lead back to 8 for the Dragons. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left to play. Dragon fans come to their feet here inside the Don W. Locker Gymnasium. 2:41 left to play. 3 on the way from Moore, no good. Rebound, Tackett. Tackett gives it up for Hayden. Hayden gives it up now for Cam Nelson. 2.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Hayden. Hayden on the spin move. It's stolen away by Winton, and then a foul by Lundy, and he's done. Tristan Lundy will foul out of this game with 14 points. So Lundy done with 14. 2:23 left to play. Five steals for Winton in the game. And that last one resulted in Tristan Lundy fouling out, trying to get that ball back. So 59-51. 2:23 left to play inside a very warm Dragon Den. Here's Pruitt. Pruitt down the lane, now into the corner. 3 on the way, good for Julius Young. He's got 5, and we've got a timeout on the floor taken by Austin East. It is a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Dragons leading by 5, 59-54. You're watching Dragon Vision tonight live on YouTube, courtesy of Chad Niner and Niner Seal Coating. Welcome back, everybody. 2 minutes, 8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The Dragons lead it 59-54. They've led by 12 on a couple of occasions here in the second half, but Austin East refusing to let them pull away. Very similar scenario to our first game of the night, a 55-50 win by Fulton over Scott. In that game, Fulton led much of the way, but Scott never let them get too far out of distance. Had it down to a 1-point game late. Austin East trying to replicate that. Right now, the Dragons lead by 5, 59-54. Hayden, Alcorn, Nelson, Maddox, and Tackett, your 5 on the floor for the Dragons. Hayden gets it to Alcorn. Alcorn in some trouble back there, gets it over to Nelson. Nelson into the front court, needs to hurry up. Does for Bryson Maddox. Maddox for Alcorn. Under 2 to play now. Maddox in the corner. Baseline drive. Kicks it outside for Hayden. Hayden for Alcorn. Dragons wanting to use as much clock as they can. Alcorn almost lost the handle. Tries to get it inside to Tackett. It's stolen by Hundley. Here's Moore. Moore stops, drives, puts up the shot. Good. 59-56 with 93 seconds left to play in the fourth. Long pass up ahead. It's knocked away. Careless pass. Here's Moore for the tie. And we are tied. Oh, they changed it to a 2. So they changed it to a 2. (59-58). So 59-58. Moore with the long 2. 81 seconds left. Hayden for Nelson, across the way for Maddox, down low, Tackett lays it up off the window. That is how you beat the press. 61-58, 70 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Moore for 3, blocked by Maddox. Pruitt with the rebound, back to Moore. Moore, and a timeout taken by Austin East. They're going to talk it over. 58.7 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. 61-58. It is a 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here. If the Dragons win, we are back on the air Thursday night at 7 to take on the Fulton Falcons. If we lose, then you can enjoy the spring schedule of sports that you can see on Dragon Vision. But right now, 58.7 seconds remain in this one. Austin East has fought almost all the way back. Got it down to within 1. Great ball movement just a moment ago for Ben Tackett to get his first basket of the night and make it a 3-point game, 61-58. 58.7 seconds left. Austin East ball out of bounds. Young into the backcourt for Pruitt. Pruitt crosses the timeline. Works to his right, hands it off there for Moore. Now back to Pruitt. Pruitt on the right wing. They're trying to free Moore up. Maddox doing a good job staying with him. Here is Moore. Moore guarded by Maddox. 40 seconds left. Moore drives. Now down low for Hundley, and they're going to get Anderson on a foul. First foul on Cam Anderson. 4th against the Dragons. And with 36.7 seconds left, it'll be Roadrunner ball out of bounds. That's the second foul on Anderson, excuse me. 36.7 to go. Roadrunner ball out of bounds. Pruitt to inbound to the basket to your left. Gets it into Winton. Winton for Moore. Moore tries to free himself up. Fall away 3, misses everything. The rebound saved, but not well enough. Nice catch by the Austin East scorekeeper. 61-58, 28.1 seconds left to go. The Dragon defense harassed them into that turnover. 61-58, Hayden to inbound. And that is going to be a blocking foul whistled against Winton. He's done. He finishes up with 11 points in this game. At the line to shoot 2 will be Jackson Alcorn. He can make it a 2-possession game if he goes 1 for 2. Dragons lead it by 3, 28.1 left to go. First one uses all of the rim, some of the backboard, and finally goes down. 17 points now make that 19 points for Jackson Alcorn. Second foul shot on the way to extend the lead back to 5. It's up, it's good. 63-58, 27 seconds left. Here's Pruitt in a hurry into the front court. Rises, fires, 3 is good. And a timeout taken by Austin East. Full timeout. This time we will take part of it with them. We'll be right back. You're watching Dragon Vision, brought to you tonight live on YouTube by Chad Niner and Niner Seal Coating. Welcome back, everybody. Dragon Vision on the air. The Clinton Dragons hanging on to a 63-61 lead over the Austin East Roadrunners. The winner moves on to face Fulton Thursday night for the region championship and will play Monday night in the sectional round for the right to go to the state championship. The loser season will be done. 63-61. The squeegee back out in full effect. The Dragon ball out of bounds after the three-pointer just a moment ago by Pruitt. Pruitt has 8 points, all of them coming here in the second half. 21.3 to go. Hayden, Alcorn, Slavin, Maddox, and Anderson. Your 5 on the floor right now for the orange and black. Here's Hayden. Slavin was coming open. I don't think Hayden saw him, though, and he calls the timeout to prevent the 5-second call. So it'll be a full timeout taken by the Dragons as well. We'll go ahead and take another quick break. You are watching Dragon Vision, presented live on YouTube tonight by Chad Niner and Niner Seal Coating. Welcome back, everybody. 63-61, 21.3 seconds left to go. Hayden to inbound, and he has to call another timeout. So another timeout taken by the Dragons. So it is a full timeout. So another full timeout here. 21.3 seconds left. Dragons 28-7 on the season. Austin East 20-12. One of these teams' season will end here tonight. Dragons really need to have more people in the backcourt to come get that inbounds pass. 63-61. Going over the top has proven not to be an effective solution, because Austin East is very quick, very rangy, and they've got good hands getting them in the passing lane. That set up the last three, a turnover in the open floor. So 63-61, 21.3 seconds left. Dragons trying to pick up their 17th consecutive, or their 18th consecutive win. Braylon Hayden to inbound the ball. Get down there and help him. They do get it in. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Fenderson. 0.9 came off the clock. 20.4 seconds left. Hayden to inbound. He cannot move this time. Gets it into Anderson. Anderson waits for the defense to come, and it does. Moore with the foul, his second. Anderson will head to the free throw line to try to make this a 4-point game. 18.2 seconds left, 63-61. We understand our scoreboard camera is now blocked by all the Dragon fans on their feet in support of the orange and black. But again, as I mentioned, it is 63-61 with 18.2 seconds left. Here's Anderson at the free throw line. It's up, it's good. Cam Anderson with 11 points, 64-61. Fenderson out, Hundley back in for Austin East. Roadrunners trying to set up another showdown with their arch rivals Fulton. Clinton looking to play the region championship here at home. 4-point game, 16 seconds left to play. Do not foul any shooters. Pruitt, his three, no good. Rebound inside, and that's going to be a foul on Alcorn, and it'll be 2 shots at the line. Alcorn's first. 65-61, 9.7 seconds left. Jaden Turner at the line. He has 6 points in the game, all of them coming in the first half. Turner gets the first one to go. It's a 3-point game. Slavin in, Tackett out for the Dragons. That is a free throw substitution right there. Turner's second shot, good. It's a 2-point game. 8 points for Turner, 65-63, 9.7 seconds left to go. Critical inbounds here for the Dragons. And they get it into Alcorn. Alcorn along the baseline for Slavin. Slavin, long pass, picked off. 1 second left, and that's going to be Slavin committing the foul at the buzzer. And Julius Young will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2 to try and tie this game and send it to overtime. So was that in the act of, yes, I thought so. So 2 shots coming up. Julius Young with 0.5 on the clock here in regulation. 65-63. Julius Young with the biggest free throws of his young life. He's a freshman. So they missed the first one. Coach Rockert wants a timeout to talk it over. Obviously, if you're Austin East here, you're going to want to try and miss this on purpose. To do that, though, it does have to at least hit the rim. And there's only 0.5 seconds left, so there's not a lot of time to do much with it. But that's going to be the strategy here. They're going to try and get that shot to be low and right at the front of the rim. 65-63. What a phenomenal crowd we have here tonight, and they are being told to stay off the floor until after the conclusion of this game. 65-63. Julius Young with one more free throw coming up. So here we go. Alcorn, Anderson, Maddox, Hayden, and Tackett in there for the Dragons. So here we go for the ball game. It hits the rim, the follow. No time came off the clock. I'm not sure. This game should be over. I don't understand why there's time on the clock. He missed the shot. The rebound, I'm not sure exactly what just happened there. Long pass up ahead, and we've got a foul on the play. It's going to go against Austin East. And it is going to be on Hundley, and it's going to send I believe Anderson to the free throw line. Hunley's third. Austin East fans heading for the exits. Cam Anderson will be at the free throw line. Whew. (65-63). First one's good. (13 points). For Anderson, 66-63. Second one, no good. Pruitt fires it length of the court, and the Clinton Dragons survive and advance. They outlast the Austin East Roadrunners 66-63. They will play for a region championship Thursday night at 7 o'clock right here on this floor and right here on Dragon Vision. Dragons win it 66-63. They will also be in action Monday night. If they win, they'll play for the right to go to the state tournament here at home. If they lose on Thursday, they will travel for the right to play for the state championship. So our final score again, the Clinton Dragons 66, the Austin East Roadrunners 63. We'll be back with more Dragon Vision brought to you tonight live on YouTube by Chad Niner and Niner Seal Coating. All right, everybody, Dragon Vision on the air. Once again, want to remind you to, if you see him out and about, thank Chad Niner of Niner Seal Coating for sponsoring tonight's live broadcast on of this Region 2-3A semifinal. The Clinton Dragons punch their ticket to face Fulton Thursday night at 7 o'clock. We'll have it for you here live on Dragon Vision. Fulton outlasted Scott 55-50 in our first semifinal tonight. Here, Thursday at 7. I believe so, yes. I'm sorry, Cassie Love was asking me a question, and when Cassie asks a question, I like to answer it. But the Dragons win here tonight, 66-63 is the final score. They defeat Austin East. Austin East season ends with a record of 20-13. The Dragons season rolls on. They are 29-7 now on the year. Let's take a look, first of all, at the leaders for our visitors from Knoxville. They were led by Spencer Moore. Moore, man, he put a lot of fear into Dragon fans tonight. 4 3-pointers in the game, some of them quite large in the second half. He ended up with 16 points for the night to lead Austin East. Spencer Moore had a phenomenal game out here tonight. Guy that got Austin East off to a fantastic start, DeAndre Hundley. He had 10 points, 8 of them coming in the first half, or the first quarter rather, ended with 10 in the first half. Dragons did a much better job on him inside in the second half, as he only had 4 points. He finishes up with 14 tonight for the Roadrunners. Larion Winton with 11 points tonight before fouling out for Austin East. They also got 8 points from Justin Pruitt, including a couple of huge three-pointers down the stretch. Justin Pruitt, all 8 of his points coming after intermission. Jaden Turner had 8 points for the Roadrunners, Julius Young with 5, and LeCorey Curry with 1 point tonight for Austin East. Taking a look at the scoring leaders for your Dragons, Jackson Alcorn had himself a night, my friends. 20 points in the game, some big baskets down the stretch, a couple of clutch free throws in that fourth quarter as well. Jackson Alcorn with 20 points tonight for Clinton. Tristan Lundy had 14 points before he fouled out of the game, and Bryson Maddox had 13, 10 of those coming in the second half. Cam Anderson had himself a night as well. Tell you what, co-MVPs tonight in my book to Alcorn and Anderson. Anderson finishes up with 13 points on the night. Braylon Hayden had 4 points, but he also had 5 blocked shots. We'll let Jack tell you more about that here in just a moment. And Ben Tackett rounded out the scoring with a deuce. So, Jack Wilson, you've got some numbers over there, and some impressive numbers from a few Dragons and a couple of Roadrunners as well.
First of all, we're alive, baby. We're alive, Dragon Nation. We are alive. When it comes to stats, Braylon Hayden, 5 blocks on the game. 5 whole blocks. And on the rebounding standpoint, Braylon Hayden also leads with 5 rebounds. And Tristan Lundy, Bryson Maddox, Ben Tackett, and Cam Anderson all pulled down 3 rebounds. And Alcorn got himself 2. When it comes to assists, Bryson Maddox with 6 assists on the night.
Wasn't scoring at his usual clip, but he was definitely dealing it.
Yeah. And he also led in steals with 3. So, heck of a ball game, man. I mean, we're on to the regional championship. Let's go finish this thing, right?
Absolutely. Hey, hand that to Cam Anderson if you
would
mind.
Yes, sir.
And Cam, I was just bragging on you here. That was quite a game you played. It really seemed like you guys had to dig deep for that one. But just talk about what a satisfying win that was, and just what you saw out there tonight.
Well, it's very satisfying for us because we get another game, sub-state, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we get a region game and then sectional on Monday,
Yeah. Well, it was just great. I mean, my teammates trusted me. Me and Coach had to talk before the game, calm me down. It helped me understand what I had to do, and my teammates just got me the ball.
And it really seemed like you were out there to be aggressive tonight, and you were doing so much on both ends of the floor. Just talk about the challenges that Austin East presented and what you guys were able to do to come out of here with the win.
Yeah, well, the challenges was they're fast. They have a linky big. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
And our main focus was to stop them penetrating and everything, doing the stuff they like to do, and that's what we did.
Big number 24, to your point, he had a really good start to the game, had 8 points in the first quarter. I think at one point he had 8 and you guys had 2 as a team. But for the next 3 quarters, though, you guys pretty much shut him down. What changed? Did you guys change anything after that first quarter to kind of focus on him more?
No, our energy was up more, and we focused on him a little bit more because, he's a main factor, and that's all we did. We had to talk, stop them.
Well, very good. Well, Cam, I appreciate you taking a few minutes. Congratulations on the win, and congratulations on an outstanding game.
Thank you.
That is Cam Anderson of the victorious Clinton Dragons. They win here tonight 66-63, and we've just got folks milling around. We got Coach Lockard going to be on the air with us here in just a few moments as well. But, Jack, and I want to give a quick shout-out to Austin East. What an outstanding effort they put out here tonight. And Justin Pruitt, man, that kid was something else. 6 steals tonight, 4 rebounds, 3 assists for that young man to go along with his 8 points. But, very much like the first game, you and I watched the end of that first game together. Clinton obviously led most of the second half. In that first game, Fulton led most of the second half, but in neither game did the team that eventually went on to lose let the other one off the hook in any way, shape, or form. We saw 2 really high-level basketball games here tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, this Austin East team is definitely the most physical and toughest team I've seen in this tournament so far. They're outstanding defensively. They're quick. They can close out on the shot well. They can rebound. It's all about hustle for them, and they sure gave our Dragons a challenge tonight, and it showed on the scoreboard.
Absolutely. So, obviously, our next game is going to be Thursday night. I know sponsorship is in the works for that. You can reach out to Cassie or Matt if you're interested in helping out with that. But it's going to be a crazy atmosphere in here. Fulton always travels just ridiculously well because they are a perennial power. Perennial powers travel well. We are at home. I expect to see a tremendous amount of orange and black in here on Thursday night. Obviously, we want you guys to watch Dragon Vision, but the great thing about YouTube is that it will live there forever. Get out here live. Come out here, be vocal, be loud, support your Dragons, and let's see if we can get them maybe one more home game. If Clinton can win on Thursday night, they will host either Greenville or Tennessee High on Monday for the right to go to the state championship tournament. If they lose, they will travel to the winner of that Greenville and Tennessee High game. So just keep that in your mind as you are making your schedules. Just going to warn you right now, there is a very high likelihood, even a probability, some would say, that we will not be able to stream the game on Monday night. And that is simply because the fee for that one is like $600. So if you know somebody with super deep pockets and not a whole lot else to spend it on, have them reach out and help us get on the air for Monday night. But don't want to sit here and beg for money. What a phenomenal effort that was. A terrific game. The Dragons really did a great job of maintaining their composure at the end there when Austin East made that run, and I really thought, oh, goodness, the fire alarm. I really thought that the Dragons it came close to unraveling a couple of times. Most notably that long pass that got picked off there at midcourt set up a three-pointer that almost got this game to overtime. But again, our final score, 66 to 63.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need everyone to leave the building, please. I need everyone to leave the building at this moment, please. If you are waiting on your children to come out of the locker room, that's fine. I just have to have everybody wait outside. He's just getting everybody out of here. Oh, my.
That's all right. Chris and I are fireproof.
Yes.
It's all good. Coach Lockard, man, first of all, congratulations. Second of all, man, again, you know, we see you guys built that 12-point lead, had it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Austin East able to come back in. We knew that nobody's going to roll over in this round of the postseason. But just talk a little bit about what Austin East was able to do there, and more importantly, how you guys responded.
Man, I was just looking at that. We had 4 guys in double figures.
Yeah.
Good Lord. You know, that game was a grind, get after it, physical. It was intense. Heck, my pants are wet. I was sweating so hard.
I was
over
broadcasting, and I am sweaty.
It was, you know, I can't talk about how hard and tough the boys played for me and really got after it. And hold on one second. Hey, Coach Reed. Coach Reed, can you get that ball? Okay. Sorry. I didn't want to lose. That's a $110 ball.
Yeah, ball inventory, very, very important. But
Brendan, go see if that's our basketball. Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh. False alarm.
Sorry. Anyway, let me collect my thoughts. I couldn't have been more prouder of Cam Anderson. That's what I brought him up here for.
He was awesome.
I told him, I said, you'll be the difference in this game before we started the game, and boy, was he not.
Yeah.
I mean, he rebounded, he guarded. Him and Cam Nelson, we switched and let them two guard the big, and him and Nelly absolutely battled that big boy until we finally gained an advantage.
Yeah.
I thought both of them did an outstanding job. Obviously, all the boys did. It's a great win. I'm excited. It puts us in the sub-state and the finals of the region tournament. I mean, but like I said over there, it doesn't get any easier. You got Fulton coming in here.
Yeah.
So we got to go home and get ready for that.
Absolutely. Talk a little bit, too, about Jackson Alcorn. I thought Alcorn and Anderson really were the differences in this game. Jackson was, again, he seems like another one of those players that as we've gotten into the last month and a half of the season, he's peaking at exactly the right time.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that. You know, he had that injury right there in the middle of the season. I mean, you know, early in the season, I was trying to make him be Bryson's bookend. And then we made the big switch to put Tristan. And then all of a sudden, Alcorn was going inside, outside.
Yeah.
And I think we found what we needed. You know, he shot the 3 good tonight. He scored inside tonight. He guarded bigs. He guarded littles. He handled the ball. He went to the 1. I mean, he put on a show.
Yeah.
You know, and that's nice to have when you got, you know, Maddox and Braylon. You know, it's hard, you know, to have the ball in your hands constantly. And but man, I couldn't be more pleased with all of them. I thought Taggart came in, did a great job. You know, we had Slavin coming in trying to get the foul, and I told him, I said, I don't want you to pass it. I just want you to hold it, make them come foul you, and if they don't, then dribble it out. But, you know, he was playing the way he should be. He saw the open guy. They just made a good play, you know, whatever. But that's just I'm tired. I'm excited. I want to go home, start watching film, and get ready for this next one. You know, who knows? Maybe we can pull it off and win this region title and have us a home sub-state game.
That'd be outstanding. Certainly would not hurt my gas mileage at all.
No, I would really, really appreciate that.
Well, Chris, congratulations on a fantastic win, and we will see you back here on Thursday.
Jim, thank you, buddy.
As Chris Lockard, head
Go
coach,
Dragons.
Head coach of the victorious Clinton Dragons. They win it tonight by the final score of 66-63. They improved to 29-7, and they advanced to the region championship game Thursday night right here on this floor against the Fulton Falcons. Once again, I want to thank Chad Niner and Niner Seal Coating for presenting tonight's game live on YouTube. For everyone here at Dragon Vision, specifically Jack Wilson and Matt Hagan, this is Jim Harris saying good night and go Dragons!